How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to cook ruffed grouse and rice. It's a pretty simple recipe, but it tastes really good. Let's get into it. But first things first, we actually have to go get our grouse, so let's go do that real quick. Alright, now that we've gotten our grouse, we can get to the cooking part. Let's get to it. Alright, so as you can see, this isn't really a typical cooking area. We got a camp stove, and we are in the back of my box fan right now. We got our cooking assistant right here, ready to go. Alright, first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to grab out a pan and a pot. Pretty much what we're going to be doing here is going to be making some instant rice, and we're going to be frying some grouse breast in a pan. And it's pretty simple, but it tastes delicious. So one thing we're going to do here, we're going to grab out some olive oil and some breadcrumbs. That is how we are going to cook our grouse breast. Now I like to do everything in just the one pan. I don't like to make messes with lots of stuff. We're just going to put in a little bit of oil, just like that. And then we got to get out our grouse breast. And look at that perfect little grouse breast. And we're going to lay that in there. And they're not going to look perfect, especially if you're shooting them. There may be a little bit of feathers in there and stuff. I can't really do much about it in here because I don't have an unlimited supply of water. We're just going to pick some of the big stuff off. Doesn't matter. Okay, at this point, what we're going to do, so I'm just going to take that olive oil, put them around in the olive oil for a bit, just like that. Perfect. We're going to get ourselves out a fork, grab our breadcrumbs. This is how we're going to pat all of our breadcrumbs onto our birds. And as you can see, we've got kind of oil piling up. Could do less oil than that. I kind of went a little overboard there. Next thing I do is I take some salt and pepper just to give it a little bit of seasoning. Flip our birds. Now, the benefit with doing it this way, too, is that you'll get a lot of these breadcrumbs that will just cook by themselves in the pan, and those are delicious for your dog. So it also doubles as kind of a dog treat. At least that's how I like to look at it. And that should be good right there. Next thing we're gonna do, get our rice out. Now everybody kind of knows how to make instant rice. It's not that difficult. So that's ready. This is ready to go. Simply just put your pan over there, cover it up. You're gonna let this water boil. We'll add our rice, we'll let that cook. Now when it comes to the grouse breast, I actually don't have a certain amount of time that I cook these for. I kind of just eye it out. I'll usually wait until the tops of the grouse start turning white, and you know that's kind of cooking all the way through. That's why I like the see-through lid. And then once that happens, I'll usually take a fork, stick it in there, kind of lift it up, see how it's browning on the bottom, flip them over for a bit, cook them on the other side until they get to that same color, and then I'll continue to flip them over a little bit, flip them over again just to get that little bit of crispiness on the breadcrumbs. Now while we're waiting for this to cook and this to boil, we'll go over and talk with our sous chef, who is sitting here relaxing and waiting for his main course. He needs these birds in his belly. He deserves some. I always cook a little bit for my dog. Always. Alright, so as you can see now, our water here is boiling. A lot of the cooking that I do, I'll be honest with you, it's all guesstimation. You know what? That's okay. I like guesstimating. It's a whole lot of fun. You never know what you're really gonna get when you're cooking this way. I mean, I know what I'm getting, but you never know how it's gonna completely turn out. Is it gonna be bad? Is it gonna be great? I don't know. We'll just lift this lid up quick. You can see it's starting to cook a little bit more, starting to brown. This stuff is starting to brown up. The tops, the edges are starting to whiten. That's exactly what we want. So we're going to leave that cook for a little while longer until we can kind of see a little more white comes on the top. This has been on here for roughly about 2 minutes at this point. Okay, now this is exactly what I want to be seeing right here. Now we're just going to flip these guys. Uh-oh. He flipped off the fork. Don't those look delicious? Oh, they look so good. Alright, I think these are done. Check it out. Looks good, eh? And there we have it. That is grouse and rice. Really simple to cook. It's just minute rice, some breadcrumbs, and some olive oil. The main thing that you really need to have, obviously, is grouse, and that's the hardest ingredient to get by. This is a really simple, easy meal if you're out in the grouse woods, camping, or whatever you're doing. If you liked this video and found it helpful, leave a like and subscribe. Have fun out in the grouse woods, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.